For that live report, Western Mass News is your election authority. The people have spoken, and Domenic Sarno will continue on as mayor of Springfield following his victory last night over City Councilor Justin Hurst, whose campaign has been the subject of voter fraud allegations.
Western Mass News reporter Olivia Hickey joins us live in Springfield after getting answers on voter turnout. Olivia, how many ballots were cast?
Chris, Abby, there were over 21,000 ballots cast in Springfield, an uptick compared to previous mayoral elections in the city. I spoke with a local professor to learn more about what could have motivated people to vote.
I'm humble and honored. I love this job. I live it 24/7. Again, I'm just very, very happy that we're going to continue to move forward.
We feel extremely positive. We were excited by the turnout. We know and we knew all along that this wasn't going to be easy. We were up against the establishment, and we threw the first stone to break the establishment down, and we're confident that in the next 4 years that will happen.
Incumbent Mayor Domenic Sarno and candidate Justin Hurst speaking to Western Mass News after Tuesday's election results. Sarno extending his time in City Hall by 4 more years. Taking a look at voter data, over 21,000 ballots were cast, a larger turnout compared to recent years. Taking a look at past mayoral matchups in the city, in 2015 and 2019, just over 15,000 votes were cast, when Mayor Sarno faced candidates Sal Sarcosta and Yolanda Consul.
The turnout is a reflection of how interested people are in what's going on that year in that race.
We discussed this data with history professor John Baick, who says voters have been paying more attention to politics in recent years, and voter turnout will again be large for next year's presidential election.
In 2016, voter turnout was okay. There were definitely some groups that turned out who didn't. But in 2020, voter turnout was massive. And in 2022, voter turnout was massive.
He tells Western Mass News voters could also be enticed to vote based on issues candidates discuss, like gun violence in Springfield, or other factors like candidate Hurst's campaign accused of paying for votes, as detailed in election worker affidavits and surveillance video now under review. Although Baick thinks this hardly impacted the outcome.
They were motivated. They wanted to make sure that their candidate won. And there were definitely some people who turned out just because what they saw on the local news. That being said, I don't think it changed the outcome, not in this race.
When Western Mass News spoke with candidate Hurst Wednesday, we also asked him if he has heard anything about the investigation into the accusations against him and his campaign.
They will find nothing. Bring it all on. We're ready for anything that you have.
I did reach out to the Hampden District Attorney's Office about the investigation. They want to confirm or deny if there was one. We've also reached out to the U.S. Attorney's Office, which the Secretary of the Commonwealth's office contacted about the allegations, but we have not received a comment. Reporting live in studio, Olivia Hickey for Western Mass News.